Hello everyone. Welcome to the channel. Please subscribe with your notifications on and I'll be posting daily Teen Wolf content. Channels like Jade's Corner and Teen Wolf News inspired me to make content and I've been a Teen Wolf fan from the very start. Now let's get right into the video. Episode 2 opens on Scott and other members of the lacrosse team in the locker room and Scott starts to take off his gear. Stiles asked him if he apologized to Allison and if she gave him a second chance and he said yes. Scott then told Stiles that her dad is one of the hunters and he also shot him with a crossbow. Stiles is completely shocked by this and Scott starts to have a breakdown and he tells Scott to focus on lacrosse now. Coach tells Jackson to take a long stick because he's on defense today. Coach then tells Scott to try to score and Jackson knocks him over. Coach starts to passively motivate Scott by telling him that his dead grandmother could move faster than how he was moving and Scott's eye color changed and Coach told him to do it again. Scott knocked Jackson over and he appeared to have injured him and Scott went down on his knees and told Stiles that he can't control it. Derek appeared on screen watching all of this happen and Scott looked up at Stiles when they were in the locker room and yelled that he should get away from him. Scott's eye color changed and his fangs were present. Scott jumped on top of the lockers and chased Stiles, then Stiles sprayed him with a fire extinguisher and he turned back to his human form. Scott didn't remember anything that happened and Stiles told him that he tried to kill him and Stiles explained that it's the anger and his pulse rising that made him shift. Stiles told Scott that he can't play the game on Saturday because he might kill someone. Scott is now at home and his mom told him that she's taking the night off on Saturday to see his game. Stiles is talking to Scott on his webcam and he told Scott that someone was in his room. It was Derek and he told Scott that he saw him shift in front of everyone and if the hunters find out about Scott they'll find out about him and kill them both. He threatened to kill Scott if he played in the game on Saturday. Scott tried to tell Coach that he can't play the game because he's having issues with aggression. Coach told him that if he doesn't play he'll bench him and take him off first line. Lydia confronts Scott about the rumor that he's not playing the game and she tells him that he has to play because he injured her boyfriend Jackson. In the next scene the sheriff is seen talking to the principal of Beacon Hills High School and Stiles asks Scott to listen to what they're saying and Scott hears that they're implementing a curfew immediately. Because they found the body. Lydia is seen introducing Allison to another guy. She's doing this to force Scott to play and Allison thinks she's being nice. Scott sees Allison with the jacket Derek placed on the tree in the woods and he asked her where she got it and she said it was in her locker and she thinks Lydia brought it back for her. Scott then questions Allison even more about it and she walked away because she thought it was weird. Scott then goes to Derek's house yelling and Derek appears and Scott tells him to stay away from Allison because she doesn't know anything. And Derek says he should think about what can happen if he's out there on the field and the aggression takes over and he shifts in front of everyone and everything will fall apart. Stiles rushes over to Scott's house and Scott told him that he saw something buried at Derek's house and he has to tell his dad about it and help him control shifting. Scott and Stiles then goes to the hospital and Scott goes into the morgue to get the scent from the body. Scott gets back to Stiles and tells him that the scent was the same as the one at Derek's house. Derek is seen leaving his house and Scott and Stiles arrive to dig up the body. Scott says something is different and Stiles asked how and he said he doesn't know. They then hit something when they were digging and it's later discovered to be a wolf. Stiles sees wolfsbane and asks Scott if he knows what it was then it lifted it up and a rope that was tied around the gravesite lit up and Scott and Stiles saw the body there. Derek is then seen getting arrested by the police. Stiles walked over to the car and asked Derek about the girl he killed and he also asked if she was a different kind of werewolf and if that's the reason why he killed her. Derek replied and asked why he's worried about him when Scott might shift in front of everyone. Then the sheriff pulls Stiles out of the car, asked him how he found the body and Stiles said Scott lost his inhaler the other night when they were in the woods. Then sheriff said the same night you told me that Scott wasn't out there with you and you were alone. Scott is then seen researching why wolfsbane is used for burial and he couldn't find anything and he started to get agitated because unbeknownst to him Stiles brought the wolfbane inside of the car and it made him shift and he ran off into the woods. Scott is then seen on top of Allison's roof. Watching her and he's transformed at this point. He saw his reflection and he jumped down and he was hit by Allison's dad's car. Scott said he's okay and Allison's dad appeared to be suspicious about this. Then he said both of them are going to the game. In the next scene they're all at the game. Jackson knocked Scott over and scored a goal. Scott overheard Jackson telling the team not to pass to him. Scott then leaps into the air and catches the ball and scores an amazing goal. Everyone celebrated and Jackson was visibly upset. Scott shifted and he started to growl at players from the opposition and he heard Allison say that he can do this and he got back control and scored the game-winning goal. His claws appeared and he dropped his glove and ran to the locker room. He punched the glass and Allison went in looking for him. He appeared above her and he saw her through his wolf vision because he was fully shifted. He then went into the shower off screen and shifted back to his human form. Allison went in looking for him and she asked him if he's alright and he said he got lightheaded. He apologized for the way he acted during the day and he told her that she makes him nervous and she said he has his second chance and he replied by saying he needs to take more chances. Allison kissed him and walked away and waved to Styles. Scott said he doesn't know how he controlled himself and Styles said the medical examiner discovered that the girl was killed by an animal so Derek was let out of jail and they found out that the name of the girl was Laura Hale and she's Derek's sister. Jackson goes back to the field and picked up Scott's gloves and saw the holes from the claw marks in it then he looked behind him and saw Derek. Thank you all for watching.